Number 9, Oklahoma State beat Texas Tech in, I got to tell you, a game that I thought would not end to get to 10-1. But here's why this matters. With the win against Tech, Oklahoma State is in the Big 12 championship, regardless of what happens next week in Bedlam, okay? If Oklahoma beats Oklahoma State in Bedlam, then Oklahoma would play Oklahoma State again in the Big 12 championship game in Jerry World. So we get Bedlam on a neutral site. But if Oklahoma State were to win Bedlam, Baylor could get into the Big 12 championship game with a win against Texas Tech. Now, Donovan Smith, quarterback of Texas Tech, ain't looked like the dude he was against Texas Christian. Didn't look one bit about that. But two things on that front. The first is Jim Knowles is really, really good at his job, okay? Oklahoma State's defense playing absolutely outstanding football. Other thing is Texas Tech was also willing this game to be a slugfest. They were putting 8 in the box, selling out against the run, going, we're not going to just let you beat us running the football. We're going to try to make Spencer Sanders beat us throwing the football. And that's what I was thinking the whole time here, is how would Oklahoma face Oklahoma State next week? Well, let's talk about that by talking about what Oklahoma did today. Number 13, Oklahoma, moves to 10-1, defeats Iowa State 28-21 in Norman, in a game where every Oklahoma fan I know is upset and mad and angry, okay? Doesn't matter that Oklahoma's defense held unanimous All-American tailback Breece Hall to 58 yards on 19 carries. They don't care, okay? Doesn't matter to them that they won the game. It matters to them that it came down to a last-ditch effort from Brock Purdy, who left the game. Hecker came in there. He didn't look great. They're probably better off with Brock Purdy in there. And then that Lincoln Riley apparently has forgotten how to score 50 is the joke, but whatever. It's also that Caleb Williams didn't look great throwing the football. It's the least amount of yards they've thrown for in a long time. You're not sure who the starting quarterback ought to be, although I think it should be Caleb Williams at this point. I'm not really arguing about that. I'm saying this, though. It's been a long time since I could depend on an Oklahoma defense to go win a football game when the offense ain't firing on all cylinders or when the offense needs some time to figure some stuff out. This is one of those games. You got to win them ugly. Like, that's my thing, man. Like, as an Oklahoma fan, especially an Oklahoma fan who is a millennial, right? Diehard millennial. I don't know what it means to have a losing season. That ain't mine to carry. That's for the losers to carry. I'm not a loser, okay? I'm 10-1 heading into Thanksgiving. That's not bad. And what I'm saying is, if you're an Oklahoma player, play this out. You know, the CFP committee has made it clear they don't want no Oklahoma anywhere near their playoffs. But that doesn't mean you got to make it easier for them. I'm saying, Isaiah Thomas from Tulsa out here smacking. Pat Fields from Tulsa out here getting the game-winning interception, out here smacking, okay? Jalen Redmond out here saying, no, give me that. The dudes are playing. The dudes are playing like dudes, okay? And if I am Oklahoma, the only thing I tell my defense is I'm putting 8. I might put 9, but I'm definitely putting 8 in the box. I'm putting Pat Fields over the top. I'm telling my corners, you're on an island playing man. We're going to tell Mike Gundy, I dare you to try to let Spencer Sanders throw for 3 bills on me. I dare you. Because we just not going to let you run it. That's what they're good at. When I talk about all these Wisconsin clones we out here seeing, Minnesota, Illinois, those are the bad ones, right? I'm telling you, if you squint at Oklahoma State, you will see a team that wants to run the football, plays outstanding defense, and hopes that its quarterback will make a few plays here and there. That is exactly what a good Wisconsin team will do. It's what they hoped that Graham Mertz would be from the jump, right? Now that they got Braylon Allen out there trucking people for 200-plus yards, that dude's a monster. I mean, you're going to hear that man is 17 the rest of this season, but you need to understand he's 17, squatting like 600 pounds, and can't nobody bring him down. It's a different kind of 17. Like, biggest, strongest dude that I've seen at Wisconsin tailback since Ron Dane. It's like that out there, okay? But That's how Oklahoma State is playing football. And I remember this even 4 years ago. Mike Gundy held his fall presser at Gallagher, Iowa. It's back when I was doing like local radio. And he was getting these very interesting questions about what he would like to do offensively and what players can do for him. And I thought it was telling that Mike Gundy would tell us, the media, I always want to run the football. I would always rather run the football. And then I think about this. When was Mike Gundy quarterback at Oklahoma State? When Barry Sanders and Thurman Thomas were in the backfield. Okay? When he had Chuba Hubbard in the backfield, he treated him like Secretariat, and he was going to run him. That's how they had a 2,000-yard rusher. That's who they want to be. If you know that's who they want to be, take that away from them. Make them play to their weakness. I know it's easier said, on the show than it is done, but I'm not scared of them if I'm Oklahoma. For that matter, I wasn't scared of them if I'm Texas Tech, but that doesn't mean you can't be disciplined. You have to be, because they're going to eat clock on you, okay? That said, big picture question here is, does the winner of the Big 12 championship get into the college football playoff, and will it be Oklahoma State? Since Oklahoma State is already in the already in the title game, I think they have the best chance to win the Big 12 championship, because that would mean that Oklahoma has to beat them twice in a row, right? And Baylor has to try to beat them once again. I think that you can win 1 out of 2 easier than you can win 2 out of 2. But should Oklahoma double up Oklahoma State? Should Notre Dame be Notre Dame, Cincinnati taking L, some moving and shaking come through? Could you see a college football playoff selection committee take Oklahoma into the 14 playoff? I mean, it's the math. Carry the 5. No! They're not going to let you in. But you don't have to make it easy, baby. That's all I'm saying, okay? Don't make it easy on anybody to cut you out ever, okay? Keep knocking on the door. Finish your season. It's a damn good one. Thanks for watching this video. And remember, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any other videos on the #1 ranked show YouTube channel.